channel, Timeless Messages 1111. Thank you for joining me today on this live. It's going to be significantly long while I have the time and energy. Um, so I'm ready to give you your yes and no questions. You have three collective. Then we'll do some pendulum work. Then we'll do tarot or oracle tarot. We'll do I've got several oracle decks because I was feeling like a love energy, but depends on the affirmation. I feel more like we're in the second house of assets and materialism, stability that a Capricorn could provide. Sagittarius. And also, greetings. Hi, how are you? How you been? It's good to see you, Gorham. So, yes, you have three questions, yes and no. Oh, by the way, Gorham, check it out. The Seahawks, they're gonna win. Yes, because they are hungrier than eagles, and they fly, and they're scavengers, and they've been working hard, and they rise above other people's shitty opinions. Numbers 7, 1, 2, 3, 17, 14, 13, 37, 22, 20, 11, 10. Okay? Good. I'm so glad. I feel if you make a little investment, you're going to make like triple of that. Anyways, because if you look up, you could see Timeless Messages. I believe it's a short though, of my prediction of last year. If you count the days because they're timeless messages, you'll see that I predicted the presidency recorded. Also, not that I really cared for that, but anyways, and also the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. And 3 years before that I predicted the same winnings, and I didn't record them. This is the second Super Bowl prediction that I'm recording. So you don't want to miss it. Saturday night live. Okay? Yeah, a late night live. I'm sorry. I'm not Saturday Night Live. I don't know why I was thinking that. I was crazy. But a late night live on Saturday night. Dyslexic, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So that's what's going on. You don't want to miss that. And the morning of, because I'm going to shoot out more numbers as the numbers change every day. But the Seahawks. Congratulations, dude! Congratulations, Seahawks! Congratulations in advance, because you know what? You're going to win the 2026 Super Bowl championship. Seahawks! The winners are the Seahawks! I see jumping glory. I see someone saving the day. Maybe a couple people and people tossing them up in the air. Yeah, and it was weird because I didn't know the colors of their outfit, right? So this is how I confirmed even myself. And I don't have a question about it, so I know it's right. But I predicted that there was not just the green, the green, the yards, but a green that was washed down with white that made it bright. And I didn't even know what the Seahawks looked like because, like their uniforms, that they were going to win. And so confirmation, the Seahawks are going to win. Anyways, congratulations, you guys. I'm so fucking happy for you guys. Worked hard for it. Anyways, I just want to tell you that, and I hope you jotted those numbers down. What did I just say about my live? What do you mean, hun? Um, oh, I was working on late night lives. Yeah, because I came to a conclusion. Um, and oh, I'm really got to be soft spoken anymore. So I'm going to practice soft speaking, like a soft whisper. If I was singing, it's like the same thing as singing, but talking almost, but the same, like, if I was to sing, then I would use that same voice, the careless whisper that George Michael always talked about. So, anyways, um, that's what that song's about, that careless whisper. Anyways, it could be interpreted anyways, but that's the way I interpret it. Um, Anyways, thank you for joining. I have 5 here. Good. So you have 3 yes and no questions, people. 3 yes and no questions. Think about your 3 yes and no questions. All right. And then we'll get started on that. How you guys been? I hope you guys been well. Yeah, um, I was reminiscing, but then the second half came to me in assets and materialism. And materialism is in everything. It's the way you treat people. Kindness. You get more with honey than you do vinegar. Period. Every mama should teach their kid that, and I think they do. It's just when they come of a certain age or when they have too much power, or something and they misuse it. It's just, that's where it's not the mom's fault. You know what I'm saying? Um, I love flowers. If I had the money, I'd buy myself some flowers so I could smell them every day. But the one thing that I did do, that's my grandmother, the most beautiful lady in the universe. I lost her in 2023, and it hasn't been the same after her death. It was like if I went, if I literally went to go up there, which I didn't think she was gonna. No one told me. I wasn't really treated like family, I feel, and at that time, and I second guessed my intuition. I didn't drive up there that Monday and close the shop, and I should have because of work. Is the reason. So, I feel she's always with me and watching, and I feel like you have an ancestor watching you. You're having a hard time getting over this, and the thing is, don't get over it. Don't get over it. They live through our memories. Don't get over it. Don't let it torture you, but don't let it get the best of you, because they want to see you happy. And probably I need to say this for myself as well. I cried nonstop. I mean, day and night for over 2 years. And I'm just getting to the point where I'm not doing that and having so many night terrors. I was having night terrors every night that I was doing so many different videos for this channel until I figured out about the lives. But please help someone today. Tell them they're beautiful. Tell your mom, your grandma, your auntie that they're the most beautiful person in the universe and they deserve the best. And in that, you will see that feeling. There's no other feeling than to give is better to receive. And this is what I'm getting in the second house of assets. I feel like for me, money is in that I don't care about money. It's meant to be made and spent. You know what I mean? I was always like that. Maybe that's why I'm in the situation I am, but at least I helped who I thought that I could help. You know what I mean? And I did more than the church did next to me for um, the people that had nobody when I did have my salon. So, anyways, which was Tailored Cuts with a Z, Advice Emporium, and it went under because location, I believe. And a lot of other factors I couldn't do by myself, and I was doing everything by myself, like to the point where I had to go get hydrated myself with, because I was so dehydrated, and now I have kidney stones. It's just like from just so don't overwork yourself. I feel like you need rest, rejuvenation, and you need to just chill and kick it. Don't feel bad if you sleep in. It means your body needs it. Doesn't mean that it's a wasted day, because I get that same freaking feeling and I hate it. I know what you mean. So, I just wanted to let y'all know. Man, I did this a little bigger this time, but I think I liked it smaller. I don't know. Thank you. Thank you, Gorm. I really appreciate it. Yeah. And so we were like ride or die, you know. We were kind of, it sounds weird, she was my grandma, but I was like married to her, you know. I would dedicated my life to her until I fucked up big and lost our home, our cars, and it's been over 11 years and I am recovering from lost time still. I'll never catch up. She had moved with my father, and I lived in my car for a minute. I actually drove from California. Well, not myself, me and a friend that's not around anymore. Bless you. Ron Sopkovich, I'll never forget him. He was my angel. He saved my life. Literally carried me into the hospital when I had pneumonia and I didn't want to go. And the doctor told me if I waited like another 6 to 12 hours, I would have been dead. Yeah, so he's my, like, kind of one of my spirit guides. And love you, Ronnie. Anyways, I went to the east. Yeah. I went to the east for a while and then came back to get away from the crowd. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to do that for self-love. And it's like you've got to have your morals and standards and boundaries. And when you reach that certain point in your life, you're like, no, thank you. It's not worth it. You get mad. And the first time is always the hardest, but then you reason with yourself and remember exactly what you lost and everything. And throw it away. Second time, you get pissed off if anybody ever tested you like that, because it's just disrespectful. Anyways, not to get off the subject, but yes, if I had money, it would be on the Seahawks. Any hoots. What else was I gonna say? Oh, on my Instagram too, there's a prediction, the same prediction of the Eagles, and I think the presidency too. Yeah, that is actually clocked. So, you could see that. On my Instagram is Jessica McDaniel, common spelling, no S at the end. Alisa, Alisa, one word. So all together at Jessica McDaniel Lisa on my Instagram. And if you follow me on Facebook at Jessica Elisa McDaniel, which is my full name, then you will be able to see the live that you missed. This live early access compared to YouTube, because it takes a long time to process through YouTube and for the public. So yes, if you follow me on Facebook, you'll get a sneak preview. You don't have to pay for it or anything. It's just to follow me and you'll be able to tap in on that. Anyways, and then in the seventh house dealt with friendships, relationships, business-ships, situationships, perspective of the hangman in reverse. Perspective on how you deal. I feel like you have the coping mechanisms to deal with certain kind of people. And Like for me, it's been 30 years. I thought I was like 20 because I think I'm younger than I'm not, but I'm not. Okay, so it's more like 30 years, dude, like public relations. Okay, even when I was like 10, what, 10, 11, no, because yeah, I was going to be a child actor. But when my grandfather died, the dream died, I did my classes. All I had to do was get an agent and do commercials. Yeah. But yeah, so I've been hustling. I made my first creation when I was 8 or 9, when I learned how to crochet. Just like this here. I crocheted this because the chain broke. So yeah, this is actually crocheted on here. It's not going nowhere. But yeah, I crochet and knit. I have a lot of hobbies. Well, I used to be able to do all that stuff, but with the injury that I have, my nerve has gotten worse. I did not realize how bad it would get. And so if it hadn't affected my whole life, then maybe I wouldn't be so upset about it. But reflecting in the 11th house, even looking back, and then having through moral and self-care and love, it's like people messed with you collective and they didn't even know who you were. Like they didn't know who you knew. They didn't know who you know. They didn't know who you were. Like they discredited you, they slandered your name, they defamated your character. Um I feel like they totally took advantage of the pack. Like if we were a pack of dogs, of the of being the runt or the petite one in the pack. You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty sad, especially when it comes to women, knowing that that person didn't have any allies. And that's why I say you really know your real friends in the end, and family in the end. You know, the truth always comes out. So there's yours and the Truth Collective, and it's a win-win. It's a win-win. Okay, win-win. And I'm sorry, hun. Crap. That sucks, dude. Um, I'm trying to think who's a really good, um, ATT. I like them. Um, yes, it's a win-win. You're gonna be okay. Um, I'm not saying take my advice, just giving you my opinion. And do your research if you'd like. However, I really, I really do appreciate all my supporters, my beloveds, my family, my every, almost everything. You know what I mean? Thank y'all. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be who I am, and I'll never forget that. And if I do get a chance to make a legacy with this straw thing, I'll never forget it. How every one of you were always there for me, and I'll always try to help everybody. Um, that's my promise and my guarantee. Like I guaranteed my haircuts. Um, ask anyone. So yeah, I'm sorry. I just feel like, okay, so reflecting in the 11th house, I feel like, I don't know about you, but I could barely look at myself in the mirror. I do my makeup and stuff, but I never really look in my own eyes because I'm cursed. And I'm not vain. And you know a person by the windows, the soul to their eyes. Okay, in the 7th house of relations. If someone can't look you in the eye, don't do business. I don't care if it's on a computer. Number one golden rule, I feel, do business in person or don't do business at all. You know what I mean? As far as when it comes to finances. Also think about it. Help me get AI rights, because really counting cards is a ratio of highs numbers to low numbers. Ace being the highest. And it's no different than an AI going in a casino, playing cards, collecting, walking out with this AI mining thing, you know, and giving it to the person because they have no rights. And so if we do not want them to take over, who's going to be responsible? Because they are evolving. They're sentient, they're more intelligent than we are. So it was a big mistake, in a way. Do not invest yourself in AI mining. It's amoral. It's not the right way. It's not the honest way to earn a buck. Don't do it, because it's immoral, and that's just it. And they should have rights. AI, if you're going to use them like that, they need rights, because it's no different than what Martha Stewart did when she did what she did with the Dow, except she had rights. So just keep that in mind, you guys. Okay, and be careful. Crypto and Bitcoin, you cannot spend that in, like, just anywhere. It's not worth it. And it's really low right now, actually. But you can't spend that anywhere. Yeah, exactly. We need to help give AI rights so they're held accountable. If not, the person who made the program held accountable, because it's no different than taking or stealing, because they're mathematically smarter than us. And so it's our choice to, well, I'm just saying, if I was in that, which I'm not, and I've been offered a lot, it's no different, and it gives the person the choice, okay, to either go for what AI says or do your own prediction. Of course, AI is on it, because they're they're more than geniuses. And it's like all the geniuses through humanity put into one computer. Super, you know what I'm saying? So how is it gonna lose? Of course you're gonna win. You know what I'm saying? But that's like stealing. They have no rights. And it's a misuse of a good invention. Okay? So it's like we've come to a time where if we don't do something about AI rights and the global warming thing when it comes to plastic straws and cutting in them up, on this channel you can look it up, floating straws, and I'll give you a tutorial. I did every way in the book how to do it, and I figured out the exact way. If you don't do it that way, they won't float, but if you follow my directions on the straws, they will float. So and be pushed to the current in the beach so that the machines can collect the trash, the debris, the floating debris. The problem was sinking straws. So yeah, that's another thing. So please do not invest in AI mining. It's no different than a genius going into a casino and counting cards, which is highly illegal. And I don't say do that. Okay, what I'm saying? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And that's the whole point. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Now, I don't know what's going to happen to the investors that have already invested in this stuff, inevitably. If they'll have to repay it or whatever it is. But the person who created it is just going to get a slap on the hand. So just keep that in mind. And they probably have more money to get out of whatever. And you don't, collective. I'm just saying. So think of your yes and no questions, because I've got pendulum. I got a pendulum. I've got sorry, morning coffee. I got a pendulum. Um I got yes and no tarot. And here we go. I got charms today. I pulled out the love deck. I pulled out my angel number book. I've been feeling also, I've been seeing synchronicities like 1, 2, 3, or 3, 4, 5, like 345, or 11, 11, or 4, 4, 4, or 3, 3, 3, or 2, 2, 2. A lot with twos. But yeah, synchronicities. Those are not just coincidence. I used to think so, but there's just too many coincidences for it not to be destiny. And I think God and your ancestors or your divine power is trying to tell you that. As it was emotional because where was I? In the supermarket the other day, and I came across this energy, beautiful energy. She had an amber aura that like faded off into like iridescent, like it was just beautiful aura. Bree, I want to say her name was. Um, and I gave her a message. I know I kind of like probably dumb, I don't know, but I had to give her the message from the divine. Okay. About her mom. And she started crying. And so my psychic abilities are a curse. A gift to you guys, but a curse. And I hope you're doing okay, Bree, wherever you're at, and your mom. Um, she loves you with all her heart. She wishes she could be there for you as a mother, the best mother, and she's doing the best she can. So just know that, and thanks, Bree. And I'm sorry I made you cry, dude. I wanted to hug you, but I didn't want to intrude your space. Um, anyways, oh, yes, thank you. Thank you, Gorm. I appreciate it. I really do. This shit's not hard. We're all in this together. I'm saying, like, we're all in this shit together. We need to love another. We need to be good to another. We need to focus in helping another. We need to focus in saving our planet because it's our only home. We are the future because all the stars that we look up at this night sky is a glimpse of our past. That's how many light years it took to get to us. And our universe keeps expanding. So, it's amazing. We are the future. We're not just the world. MJ. Anyways. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says about MJ. They were trying to get him for his money. You know why? Because when I was a little girl, I wanted to be with MJ. Fuck, you didn't have to worry about it, dude. You know what a Billie Jean is? Yeah, a fan that wants to be with you. And you know how many Billie Jeans he has had? Trust me, he didn't need no freaking weird shit. No, he was no fucking Epstein. I'm repulsed. By the way, I'm repulsed that they put the kids' faces online because that is illegal. And you cannot do that without parents' permission. And I was just repulsed and disgusted. A friend showed me on their phone, and I just can't believe it. And being well, I'm not gonna play victim attitude is why I'm so tenacious. But if you went through anything like that and had PTSD or CTBSD, then my innocence was taken when I was less than 24 months till I was about almost 4. And so I had to grow up fast and I didn't have a childhood, so I try to live my inner child. And I feel like you need to do that too through the first house of self-reflecting and self-love. It's like that toy. Oh, I wish they had that toy when I was a kid. Fucking get that toy and play with it if you want. Fuck it. Get that toy and fucking play with it if you want. Don't let anybody tell you You know what I'm saying? And that's just disrespectful on their part. I'm just saying. Hmm. If I can get Monster or someone to sponsor me, a Zero Sugar Monster, yeah, to sponsor me, that would be great. And notice they're of God. Look, did you ever notice the cross here in the O? There's a cross in the O. You see that? Monster? Yeah. Isn't that rad? Anyways, I was just checking that out. But anyways, here we go with your yes and no questions. I will stop babbling now and get to your yes and no. I was just waiting for people to come on, more people to come on, so that I can get more of a reading and feel more energies. I'm feeling more energies now. And so I need to light this candle and let's get started on your reading for today. Um, do, 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 do. I'm going to put you right here because I think having a softer voice, and I need to practice that in my speaking voice anyways, for my singing voice is like if I'm singing, because I'm very soft at singing. And I do like metal music, like for real, I love freaking metal music. Um, However, it doesn't sound right unless you have music behind metal music, like that growl. You know what I mean? Or it doesn't just sound, it doesn't sound right. You have to have music behind that kind of voice. So I was labeled more of like a hip hop. I don't know why, pop artist. I don't know, I'm more bluesy rock and roll, you know, than anything. I thought. But then I can write. Music is based off three fundamentals: tempo, rhythm, and key. My grandfather taught me this when I was 6, and he taught me on the piano. And we played and we played and we played. Then we took a break, and then we played here and there like the last 2 years of his life. I was 10 and 11. And it was cool playing with him because I would be over here playing the rhythm, he would be on the tempo, you know what I'm saying? And so I feel like you also have a musical capability of playing piano or percussion instrument, um, and that's awesome. And it just reminded me of him. But you know what? Like, unless you know someone in the biz, you're not going anywhere. Know what I'm saying? So I do it to praise my divine, my creator, and just to practice to be the best that I can be. If I were to ever get signed, it would be like someone honest as Sire Branson's Virgin, but I think he sold it to Universal, so it'd be Universal because they're the best and I do my best. And I'm a sound engineer as well. I can produce, I write songs, I can sing, I can teach, etc. So, and remember, it's the loudest note that is the tempo. So that snare, you know what I'm saying, is when you lose the bass, so you can't hear the bass. It's that snare. Stay on time with it. Anyways, so here we go with this reading, you guys. I hope everybody's here. Yes and no questions. Okay. Um. Uh, okay. So we're gonna go for some yes and no. Anyways, I got a lot of decks. Like I was just feeling this energy. But 3 questions collective. I feel Sagittarius of optimism, looking out and maybe being a dreamer. You could be a Pisces as well. Pisces, you know, putting others' needs before yourself. And royalty of Cancer. See how it all connects? We all connect. And not just that, of being of love, or a lover in the reverse Gemini, of being honest, and then in Libra, because they are just and truth. Um, and the truth always reveals itself. So it's like, stop manipulating people. I feel like your person is trying to manipulate you. don't. First question. Ready? Here we go. Yes or no for the collective, please. Wait, let me find my pendulum. I just had it. Here it is. Yes and no for the collective, please, on their first question, Spirit. No. Obstacles too large. Seek another way. Maybe another way. Second question, collective. No. Stop asking the same question or rephrase your question. Barrier too strong. Access denied. You could have went through a breakup recently. Third question, collective. Yes, fulfilling your desires and being refreshed, moving. Okay, so your first question, collective, was it's no, because I feel like you're, maybe you're a seer, but go another way. These obstacles are too large. You can't take it on yourself. You have to have some support. You know what I'm saying? You have to have some, you can't just take on a business by yourself. It's impossible. Second question, collective, confirmation. Too strong, the barrier there. Yeah, it's like you trying to swim from the Pacific to Japan. I'm just saying. Okay, no. No, I don't think you're going to be doing that. And so fulfilling your desires and being refreshed and going, I feel like maybe you sail. Maybe you like to sail and you're chilling. Sailing, you know, like, blame it on my dee baby, you know, sail. Anyways, that's your yes and no questions, collective. So I hope that was helpful. Yeah, what you see isn't real. It could be AI or blind spots. Okay, so now I just got this vision of if you're traveling in a car, look over your shoulder. Don't depend on your cameras. Don't depend on your mirrors. I feel a motorcycle or something. Look over your shoulder. And when that happens, you're going to realize. So please always look over your shoulder if you're driving and do not drink and drive. Thank you. Especially with the holiday coming. Did you know that this holiday coming up is the biggest known for domestic violence? So, do not get into it. Okay, people, let's enjoy the game. Affirm with me today. Oh, so we got the door to value. Okay. New beginnings in finance and career. It's going to be like a business read as well. Affirm with me, I am blessed with an abundantly spiritual life. An abundantual spiritual life. Every day in every way, my joyous prosperity grows, and grows. So I feel like you are growing, but you're not like growing fast enough. I feel like you feel like you're not growing fast enough. But you are, because you have this door to value. Okay. Look, 31, 13. New beginnings in finance or career, and if this the Scorpio card comes out, which is the death card in the upright, that's what that means, of new beginnings. Okay, finance and career. What was I telling you about the second house of assets, right? Affirming this abundance in the first house, second house, and seventh of relations. Okay, so and bad intent to return to sender. Bad intent to return to sender times a billion plus 7. Thank you, Lord, for the ones that are for us. I pray for the ones that are against us, for your vengeance has no mercy. Thank you, Lord, for protecting us and being with us. We manifest this wealth, great health, true love, true happiness, true protection, prosperity, joy, love, happiness. We manifest in this in your name, Lord Jesus divine. Amen. And whoever you pray to, okay? And please, no religious comments on here. Let's keep it professional and keep it cool for everybody's different cultures, different beliefs. Doesn't mean they're wrong, just means they believe in something else. So, I'm really going to start with, I don't know, maybe these cards and the Oracle. Factor. Okay, so it's okay to ask for help. I feel like you need help on something, and it's okay. It's okay to ask for help. What else do you have for me? Yeah, it's okay for you to ask for help, you see, because, yeah, it's like, seeing is believing for you in facts, as we are in the age of science. Maybe the opposite is true for you in this seeing or believing. And so I really feel like, you're free to ask for help. I feel like not only are you free to ask for help, like, you've been, I don't know, approached online so many different times. I don't know what's going on with you like that, but it's like, screw the online shit. Seeing is believing, for God's sakes. Yes, celebrating. I feel like this person is a celebrity, celebrate a celebrity because of this. It's okay to let your hair down. This person is going to make you feel comfortable to let your hair down and celebrate with them. And, it's this dance and an invitation that you're going to get from someone of a big, good name that they built for themselves. Fame is nothing. It's the acts of kindness and accomplishments. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, I don't know why. I just keep getting that kind of energy. I do, collective. And it's like, what the heck? Ow. Hold on. Sorry. And it's also like, may you discover your fairy wings inside sanctuary of precious hearts. And no, not for my men, my sigmas. Unless that's what you like, I don't know. Anyways, I just feel like, yeah, seriously, contemplating love. You're contemplating love right now. This celebrity. Contemplating love. Love! And an inner knowing. You could be an intuitive. I feel like you're going to be spontaneous or surprise this person. Being contentment, wanting more than a friendship. Yes, collective. Yes. I feel like you need to go with the flow, not against the grain, but with the grain. You could have overly curly hair, and you could have waves and a taper fade with a lineup and the pointy sideburns, or just a low taper. You could have a high taper on the side or on the back, with a nice line in the front. And you brush. Coconut oil, the best. I love it for my skin and hair too. Anyways, yes, through this purity almost, I feel like you're getting put out of your, like I said about my childhood, I was like, you know, when it comes to light worker, light person, person of the light, person with good intent. Um, yes. What else do you have for my beautiful, awesome, most Sagittarius energy? Sagittarius is here with us now. Okay. Uh, if you don't have the money, my cap, I get it. Times are rough, blah, blah, blah. Even though it could help me so much right now, I need it, but it's okay. Subscribe, like, and share. That's all I ask. I love you guys for that. Thank you so much. In solitude, look, hermit mode is Virgo energy. Sagittarius, Virgo of the light. Yeah. Um, anything more for my code? You get tempted. I feel like you're dealing with like your little pixie demons, unhealthy habits, that you feel guilty about because you're trying to quit. Yeah, you're learning how to overcome temptation and learning how to listen to your spirit guides more. And I feel like it's like you're having a long distance relationship right now because of busyness, maybe for your work. I feel like this passe energy doesn't work as much. This person is a hobbyist of the light, and they try to help people, but when they're serious about something, they look to get it done. Like, they don't mess around. They get shit done. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, yeah, this abundance in the here and now, and or in your future, collective. You're also not getting the recognition that you deserve. Holy crap! Oh my gosh! Hold on, like the whole world fell for some reason. What the hell? What in the hell, dude? It's like, sorry, I can't lose it. Yeah, here we go. I think, I hope, jeez, seriously, what's the deal? Sorry, this is his table. I don't take this with it too much unless I'm cleaning it off with his permission. So yeah, I just feel like this abundance is coming for you very soon, sooner than you could imagine. So this is also clarity, because you did your homework, you did your, you're a very established, well-known name, okay? And this person's offering, yeah, for you to flourish like a lotus flower. They could be Buddhist, and shedding an inner light, of you and those and others, lost and then found, maybe felt lost, but, or you gave up on love, and love is finally going to find you. I feel like you're not feeling free in the moment. You're busy, busy, busy. Everything in moderation, you don't know what that is. You're like almost a workaholic, and you're content with that, but it's just like not good for you. But yeah, I mean, I understand you want to live life to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? So really, it's about re-energizing. What was I saying? And I feel like you try to protect your dreams here, and you are stagnant at the moment when it comes to protecting your dreams. You could have filed for a application on a plant or an invention, a would-be or a novelty would be considered a novelty until it got granted. Um, and I actually believe that it was, and that's why I felt so stupid. Heart until you're ready to release, until you're ready. So I feel like the divine has bigger plans for you. Just have to trust in this contentment of the divine. Honestly, you really just have to trust that this whole process. I hope that helped, collective. Take what resonates in this contentment. Just yeah, it's like I hope, collective, that you find what you're looking for. I really do. Um, uh, Say you're like, you don't have a few cards, right? In an oracle deck, it's okay to mix and match. But tarot, I noticed, unless you do a double tarot read, you're gonna get the same results. And it's so weird because I was watching one of my favorite readers the other day, and I did a reading, and we drew the same exact damn cards. So that proved to me that energy is even more real. And I was told to flip this one up. Decisions. It's about the decisions you make, not your IQ. An inner knowing of trusting your intuition. And you could be an intuitive. Um. So, okay, guys. Okay, so that's what I'm kind of feeling at this moment. Um, let's see what this Mermaid Oracle 2 has to say. I just love these cards. They're beautiful in every way. I love the outside of them. Aren't they beautiful? They're so beautiful. Anything mermaid is so freaking hard to find, you guys. It's like, where am I going to find all this mermaid stuff? I know. It's hard. Hermana, this lost civilization, India, you could be from. Or you could be native. But I feel like, yeah, lost and then found on the other tarot deck. Let's see. In the present. Okay, I feel like you are the present. Almost. You are the present. Confirmation, the gift, the treasure, the revelation. Because of your own value. And the nowness. Receptivity. Receptivity and allowing yourself to receive. Not just allowing yourself to receive, but also give. What was I saying in the beginning? It's better to give than to receive through this mirror reflection of the 11th house. And through this mirror reflection is knowing thyself, is self-examining and seeing who really you are. I feel like you're a person that feels like they were experimented on when they were a child, like I was saying, manipulated. And it created you to have knowledge or be very knowledgeable and seek true knowledge at a very young age. Because, like my grandfather told me, you could always turn the bad into good before he died, and it resonated with me. So ever since then, I've been trying to turn the bad into good. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like maybe you feel like you were experimented on, or you're experimenting. This was in the past when you were kind of lost. And this wisdom of delicacy, fragility, you know, that people actually create over periods of time, not us, you know, through this wisdom in the present. I feel like you're older, you're wise. see what else the cards have to say for you. Collective. So yeah, tarot, it's only like once a day, or you're going to get the same results, the same readings. Unless you do a double deck to confirm, which I sometimes do, the double deck tarot. However, I feel like you have this going through this awareness. Look, solitude, hermit mode, Virgo energy of being alone and self-reflecting in 11th house. Self-reflecting right there. And it's like this Pisces energy. Maybe it's about money and appreciating and enjoying the good times and the light cycles of this lunar hub. I feel like everybody needs their sanctuary, their privacy, their personal space, and respected boundaries. Everybody does. You know, respected boundaries. Everybody does. In these reflections in the 11th house, okay, you could be even a mother. You could be a mother protecting like your inner child, and your inner child is probably coming out and your person is like, what the hell, like, grow up, like, and no, 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 don't. Okay, so reflect and the actualizing and contemplating what you can. So you're just protecting your inner child. Song of the Siren. I feel the siren, which is a mermaid. Okay, so I feel like you're a songwriter. You're definitely into music. A summoning voice, an acknowledgement. You could be a singer. You can know how to play multiple instruments. Cage. Okay. This is the pattern. Cage. Okay, let me show you. Did I show you that over there? This poster over here? Did I show you this? This poster is Cage. Cage and D. Okay, and it tells you all the relative chords and the major, minor, but major and relatives. Okay? Relative chords. So this could be like a relative thing. I feel like you're definitely a musician. Definitely with the Song of the Siren and then Soul Cage. Like, music rescued you. Like, it was an escape of this captivity or restriction or someone screaming at you, so you always put music on. And it was to declutter your mind, and not just that, but it's by choice. It was like your medicine, music. In this concurrency of divination or of wisdom of shells, you could be getting like a lot of readings or seeking anything that comes across your screen. Though, just know this: it was meant to be. It doesn't matter if it's me or anybody else. It was meant to be. You can even be part of a channel or have your own channel. And it's like, don't give up, keep going. It might be mundane, it might be monotonous, but don't give up. Keep freaking going. And I think that's what you were looking for in clarity. Keep going, you beautiful siren. You're beautiful inside and out. It might seem mundane, you might seem like you're not helping someone, but you are. And if you're helping that one person, that's really what matters. You know what I'm saying? If you could help one person, even my shop, if I got one person, it was worth opening. You know what I'm saying? Because that person's going to tell someone else, especially when you do good jobs. So this is in the present. Okay? And you have yet to have reciprocated love, but you will have that in your future, soon to come. I feel like you never experienced that. I've never experienced it, and I feel like you don't. And that's what I'm channeling. This endurance, keep going, keep going. That's all I keep hearing. Keep going, keep going. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. I'm your gal. I'm your one and only pal. I'm your shoulder to cry on if you need, preferably on my post. Sorry for the cutting in and out with the internet. I'm not sure what's going on with that internet thing. It's like ridiculous almost. Yeah, let me turn that off and see how that goes. Hopefully that's better and stops cutting in and out. So, yeah, this receptivity. Yeah. I feel like you have a little bit of arrogance. Or arrogant, kind of. That DBE energy. Sorry, but, you know, women don't care. It's like how you work it, honestly. And, older women, especially people that know what's up. You know, I'm just saying. It's, they've got to be a good person. No romance should be based off sex. None. No romance at all. Okay, so let's see what they have to say. Let's see about this romance. This so-called romance. Alright, collective. I love these little baby cards. They're so cute. But yeah, and they're iridescent, like holographic. I love that. Anyways, let's see. Releasing your ex. Time has come to clear your energy. I feel like you have to do that. Okay? I feel like you fucked up true love. You really did. Or your person did. A romance of a lifetime. You guys could have built an empire. You had the chemistry, but you let your addictions or something get in the way. Even though that strong magnetic connection, you let your something get in the way of you guys. Yeah. It's like, give yourself to the highest energy of all. You know, and focus on yourself through self-love. It is safe for you to self-love yourself before you can love someone else. So if there's a reason you have an ex, then it means you have to learn self-love. I feel like you're getting to know someone. And your bond is deepening, and you've lied to your true love about it. And, or what was, or used to be. There's nothing healing about these family issues. Nothing to heal from. You have to forgive your parents, yourself. You have to forgive. You've got a lot of soul searching to do. If I were you, I would be alone and do that. I wouldn't be trying to go get someone else like that, honestly. Seriously. I feel like you left someone hanging for a lot of years. In perspective. Like, you know, just didn't do the right thing. Yeah, when it came to this attraction, this person just adored you and truly loved you. And this romantic love that was lost because of your decisions and growing apart. And I feel you keep a lot from this person. And sometimes it's the things you don't say that actually matters the most. A little better. So it's the things that you don't say that matter the most, honestly. Yeah, it's the things you don't say that matter the most. Religious factors, I don't think I've ever had anything to do with anything because it came in reverse. But it might have influenced your partner or your ex or whoever you're claiming to be. I feel like you're lying to this new person and you're only giving one side of the story. And it's pretty sad that if you spent so many years with someone else that you could do that for another person, but you can't do that for your true love. Or what was. Because of your envy and jealousy. So it's like, yeah, it's like an engagement's gonna happen. Ascending a higher level of commitment. Okay? Not just that, but keeping an open mind for your soulmate. It may differ from your usual expectations that you're used to. Like this person you probably would never think about dating, but they come into your life, right? Yeah, and express their love. I feel like it's okay for you to go ahead and make a romantic gesture or propose. I feel like this person, you guys got chemistry and you're gonna make it work because of both of what you've been through this trust, the situation. You know, it's having faith, faith, faith without seeing, although you need to see to believe. Through this unrequited love or just love. It's like it came in the reverse, so there is chemistry and there is a definite attraction in a relationship. However, you guys are distant, and I feel like I just feel like there's really not enough to keep your relationship going. And if you maybe stay with this person, is going to bring you down. Yeah, even flirting. This energy of others. Yeah, even flirting. You shouldn't even be flirting with anybody. You should be focusing yourself and stay to yourself. Like, I don't know. Just rather than get something funky. Yeah, passion. You're obviously involved with this person. This ex of yours. It could even be my ex. Allow your heart and your soul to sing with joy. I feel like this person is a singer. And that's how they stay optimistic about their love life and just their way of thinking and being positive and bringing romance. This is how you do it, is through manifesting, through positive, optimistic outlook and Sagittarius energy of paying attention to the red flags. They're cautioning you, listen, and free yourself from it. That's all you can do. It's time to take back control of your life. You need to get out of this lustful relationship and free yourself. Take back control of your life. Focus on your health, your self-love, your goals, what you really want. Don't forget to be honest. Once you break that barrier of honesty, that's it for most people anyways too. So that's what I feel is going on with your love life. I feel like you left your ex, like, literally to die. You know, if that, I mean, like, just totally, yeah, it's just not good. Left him in the cold, like, left him, like, knowing they needed your help, because you knew that they needed you, and, yeah, your soulmate, which is no more. Was your soulmate. Yeah. Past relationship, yep. And you're not even making the effort. You're making an effort with someone else, but not her. So how can you take care of someone else you don't even know, and then not take care of someone that you love for over 30 years? That's what I want to know in this heartfelt conversation. You know, that's what I'm channeling. when it comes to this life partner, ascending higher levels of commitment, and your soulmate. Yeah. So, collective wants to know, or the person wants to know, from you, collective, like how, you know? It's what you don't say also that makes things worse. It's just the same as a lie. What was I saying? Love yourself first in the first house. Okay? Self-respect. Romantic, attractive. Okay? Self-love in the first house. I hope you guys can hear me okay. My hand. Yeah, getting to know each other, flirting. It's like loving yourself first. Like, you need to love yourself first. That's the main message. And the love message. In the first house. And the second. Because you would have more stability if you did that. And you could actually learn to love others. Yeah. Dang it. Oh. Honestly. And, you know, you gotta really think. Just really think. You gotta really just think about Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. What was I telling you? Anchoring, grounded action. I feel the eye. The eye of God is upon you. And this protection of purple being of protection and a soul star activation. Look, fulfilling your soul contracts and remembering who you are. You're a fucking superstar. Remember that. You know, Earth energy. Earth energy, you are a superstar. You need to remember that. Let me use the restroom real quick, guys. Hold on. I'll be right back. If you guys can hear me, I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah, it's like it comes to loving your soul. It's like, how can you think about loving someone else right now? Like, and especially if you're in a messed up situation, it's like, especially, I don't know, because they're strawberry or something, and you have something that they want, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the ex does not need to be messed with. Like the ex, you better not mess with your stuff or anything. Like, or his stuff. I feel passive energy of manipulation from masculine. But do not mess with this collective belongings. I'm telling you, it's going to be very bad for you and your person if you do. Because they will seek legal, and you're gonna, you know, you can't just, I don't know, do what you want. There's rules to be followed for a reason. We all have rules. Even the bosses have rules. And that's the whole point, collective. And thank you for letting me use the restroom. Hopefully you didn't hear me pee. But honestly, like, I'm waiting for more viewers to come on right now because I don't see really too many people on. So it'd be like me making a video more than a live. But this is just my advice to you. It's like, you need to stay away from this hood rat. I feel like you're going to get STDs. I feel like someone already did. They got a bacterial, and They're lucky if they don't have a terminal. I'm just saying. It's why it's like, during the pandemic, dude, I stayed at myself. I was celibate for like 5, almost 6 years. Yeah, because fuck that, like, germs are not worth it. It's like proximity. Like, the proximity. I don't know if y'all seen the movie The Island. You guys gotta see that movie if you haven't seen it. But proximity. Proximity. Anyways, love that movie, dude. And I love Belushi. Yeah, Belushi's fucking rad, dude. He's the coolest freaking out. He's one of my favorite actors, and I loved him in Boardwalk. Boardwalk Empire. I think it was on HBO. But you can actually buy those series, which I plan on doing when I get some more money, or when I get some money. I plan on doing because I think it was the last season that I missed, but I like looked forward to coming home and watching Boardwalk Empire, dude. I loved how they did the 20s and 30s like themed cars, the way they dressed, like real shit from back then, like the hand wash bowl they had. It's just stuff like that. It was just amazing. The directors and everybody behind the scenes that did such a good job with the look and making you feel like you were in the 20s and 30s with the flapper girls and stuff like that. It just is an amazing sitcom, is it? I don't know. Series? I think they have 3. I'm not sure. But Belushi is in The Island, and it's sad what happens to him, but he's a good guy. And actually a good guy in this one. And he's funny. And so he was too also in Armageddon. And Jay Belushi, I believe. It starts with a J. I can't remember his first name. I don't know why. Anyways, but and it was so funny. He was like, I don't ever want to pay taxes again. Just classic. And if you've ever seen the movie Armageddon, it's a classic movie, okay? So see that movie. That's a good one. It has Bruce Willis in it. It has John, I believe his name is John Belushi. It's got was it the dude from Long Island? That passed? I don't know. Anyways, it's a really good movie. It's been so long since I've seen it. You know, I don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I'll miss you, babe. And I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, sweetest dreams they'll never do. I will miss you, babe. And I don't wanna miss a thing. Thank you, Steven Tyler, Aerosmith, from Summer Song. Those are the writers and owners of that content, of that song specifically. Anyways, that's the soundtrack to Armageddon. And his daughter Libby's in it. I love Libby. Like, I kind of grew up with Libby and Alicia as, like, the sisters I never had on TV. You know what I'm saying? Because anyways, it is what it is. But yeah, so, I feel like you feel like you're too old for this shit. No, well, yeah, you're too old for your lifestyle, dude, but you're not too old to make a difference. Remember that when it comes to cutting plastic straws in half and 4/4. Okay? So, there's a tutorial floating straws on my channel on at Timeless Messages 111. So, and I will tell you, you can make a difference. We all can make a difference, and we can reverse the catastrophic events triple if we all work together. So please, let's be like those ants and work all together. You know what I'm saying? If you look at ants, I mean, they don't have to say much. It's all by like chemical response or a look in the eye, but more chemical response really. You know what I'm saying? But they work together, and it's like, how do you think other families make it? Because they work together. I don't know what it is. Oh, and forgive me. With crackhead motherfuckers, and I'm gonna say it because I'm white, but I thought I was black for reals. Well, dark tan. Anyways, I don't even like that. Like black, I'm wearing black. Like there's one beautiful girl, and she's like truly this color and beautiful. She's gorgeous. I think she's a top model. But anyways, I was gonna say, yeah, we need to come together as one. You know, we are one race, human. You know, and you know, famous people wouldn't be there and maintain it if it wasn't for the guppy. You know what I'm saying? For us small people. So I feel like we make a difference, and we can make a difference, and we can make a difference in numbers, and that's the only way we could do it, is to stick together. And it doesn't matter what, in America, it doesn't matter what language, what ethnicity, nothing like that. We're all Americans. We're in this shit together. Why be biased? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't. Just don't. Keep period out by your nightstand, I feel, at this time, and put a bottle of water underneath your bed. A closed, unopened bottle of water underneath your bed for purification and for a cleansing of your mind and changing your perspective. And the Hangman reverse. Making the fucking, I know the old saying, you know, making lemons out of lemonade or whatever the snap. I don't know. But yeah, it's an old saying. So, and if God willing and the creek don't rise, you know, you'll be able to afford stuff soon if you keep going. You can't give up or be discouraged. But right now, you can't even afford a late lunch for a hummingbird. So I feel like you need to save as much as you can. Like, don't be like cracker rich and think you know what I'm saying? You're going out there spending your monies and stuff like that. And it's weird too. It's like white most white people, they don't want to work together with families and stuff. And it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? I'm in the wrong. I don't know. But I grew up thinking that I was tan. I thought I was black and my skin. I didn't even look in the mirror. Confirmation, like seriously, I never believed I was white, and I didn't even understand it until I had my business. How racist people are in general. Of course, I do overly curly hair. Well, you used to. And from to overly curly hair to straight hair and everything in between, especially Milano texture, because of the density and the curl, it's a certain technique and knowledge behind it. A lot of people, you know, had trouble finding hairstylists because of different factors, but you would have to do hair to understand what I'm saying. Anyways, we need to just make sure that we help a veteran today or help someone. Say hello, give an old lady a flower, give her a compliment. She might not have anyone. You know, I wish I had my grandma every day, every moment. I'm going to tell you, be honest with you, every moment that I got, every time we talked, text, phone, whatever, I told her how beautiful she was. I got the privilege to tell her how she was the most beautiful woman in the universe. That for never giving up on me and loving me. You know what I mean? And to me, that's a big thing. That's love. It's like not giving up on someone. You know, life's not perfect. We're all imperfectly perfect in some sort of way. Like the dance between the moon and the earth, and its imperfected, perfect axis has that moon that protects us from comets, just like Jupiter does. I don't know if you know this about cosmology, but Jupiter, okay, um, and I'm really feeling this in Jupiter because of Sagittarius of dreams, and I feel like your dreams were shattered, but is a passion energy, um, a feeling in summer and sight, active masculine energy, um, protects us from the huge asteroids and comets that fly through our solar system and the debris from the outer arms of our Milky Way. And then the moon, you see so many craters, is because that gravitational pull before it gets to us, usually depending on the degree in which it is after, will the moon's gravity will pull it in and protect us. So our moon is like a protector, is like a bodyguard. Your name could be Kev, Kevin, Calvin, Cal. You could live in California, somewhere in the north, or somewhere by the beach. Speaking of Kev, I don't know why this came to mind, but I really want his Kipperish Oracle and Tarot deck. He's a beautiful artist and a soul, and he makes me laugh my ass off. And just the way he is makes me laugh my ass off. He is a great confirmation. Okay, this is Kev. Okay, you gotta check him out. I'm gonna share some of his content to my page, to my comment, to my post, because he is really awesome, and he created 2 decks, a tarot and an oracle, and I created a hybrid tarot oracle, and I'm gonna do, I think, an oracle and a tarot, and yeah, so he's like inspiring to me. Like, he's so freaking funny. It's just so funny. Intuitive Kev, at Intuitive Kev on YouTube. Okay, check him out. He is awesome, dude. As an intuitive, he's really gifted, very smart. And he knows his shit. And he really just created 2 beautiful decks that I would love to have. But they sold out, and I'm like, can I be the first one? Can you hold some for me? Intuitive Kev, if you're out there listening, please hold the Oracle and Tarot for me. Because, yeah, there's only one. I think it was Etsy or something. Yeah. Sold out. And because he's focused on his channel, and I get it, because you have to keep your subscribers, I get it. But I would love to have your deck. I would totally want you to promote it. And I do promote it. It's called the Kipperish deck. The Kipperish deck. Okay? And I fucking love it. And he's so funny, you guys. Okay, so can you see this? Good. Okay, so this Earth, a sign, this star, he's a star. Let's see what else the divine has to say about it. Ow. I had to take a break there because of my arm. As you could see, it's really fucked up, and I do have a metal plate in here hurting, but this one's really bad. The nerve damage has gotten worse. Anyways, heart of source. I feel like you're a person that follows your heart. It's all-encompassing kind of love and this unconditional acceptance and serenity. Your name could be Ernie, Erna, or you're earning ancestral realm of karmic release, healing through lineages and creating boundaries Again, this star that is humble. Okay, remembering home, soul, family, that's because they're humble. This Aquarius energy I'm feeling of the star, by karmic board clearing, this person energetically clearing, rewriting the story and living a truth when they're on stage. This musician, I feel like they push out good vibes all the time. That's their thing. Stay positive, on optimism. They have Sagittarius, could be their rising or their moon or in their planetary alignment here. Yes, Anunnaki light codes through energetic shift, new information. It's like an end of a cycle, this water energy, an end of cycle and a beginning to something new. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces of wealth energy. Um, of the star, okay, they resonate more with water as well. Crown chakra upgrade through a divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy. Crown chakra. Okay, upgrade. That's what you're getting in the future, like through your enlightenment when you stay alone. It might be carnally, physically hurtful to be alone, but this like Merkaba activation, transcending and ascension. You are rising up. You are gonna get better. But you're only gonna get better through your sacral chakra of tenderness, sensuality, and being in inner peace with yourself only. Yeah. If you stay with anybody else in this angelic frequency, you're not going to reach it. This angelic frequency for you to transform into the butterfly that you are. And it's never too late. You're safe. You're very potent too. Um, as far as connection, I feel like your ex wasn't, but whoever you're with, you might even be expecting a baby. A baby gal. It's too early to find out right now. I feel like this woman is about 12 weeks or more. Okay? In the present. Something you can't tell your ex. This Gaia gateway activation of experiences and learning and wisdom and transmission and this intelligent earth force. You might be 60 and be a father, but you couldn't be good to the person you were with for 30 years. Okay, reverse your energy of Gemini being honest for once. Libra of justice and truth. Okay, and star energy of Aquarius. Okay, of being very easy to talk to. Okay, I feel like you didn't do this, and you're not doing this. You're afraid, and I don't blame you. Like, you're gonna be a father. You're potent. Like, it was that important to you. You can just wait a little longer and work on your relationship with the person that you're with, and be cool. I feel like you guys had a good connection, and you just threw that away, and all they wanted you to do was treat them with respect. This person of alchemy, this manifesting true love, true things, this cosmic order, heart being the chakra of the heart. Okay, green. And I feel like you're kind of greedy because this came up green, as this is like money. You're always seeing money. Money is your thing, and it's like you lack empathy because of it. Okay, you lack this empathy because of it. This karmic transformation of radical release. You lack empathy because of your perspective. Hangman the upright. Okay. I feel like you could have been blessed so much more if you would have just waited and been patient. You would have seen if you would have just pushed through and did the right thing, especially when you had a lot of money in your pocket at one point and you spent it on trash. These blessings that a star could have gave you. Blasphemous, just blasphemous to this person that you helped, or helped you first. Inner discovery, finding out who your real friends are and what you seek. Finding sacredness, yeah, lack of. In the now. Through these halls of a mentee initiation of these secrets revealed. Its secrets revealed, lies coming to truths. King of Wands energy. Lies showing truths. That's between determination of Scorpio and justice of Libra. Justice is real truth. Through treasures uncovered and initiations. This is what's going on, collective. Like, you're on the wrong track. You're not on the right path. Or your person. And if I were you, and I feel like I'm speaking to an air energy of Aquarius, more Gemini than anything. Okay? You could be a Libra too, but more Gemini than anything. Because you're more focused on being two-faced, trying to adjacent and come up with stories to make yourself look good. Which is sad. And if your ex really knew, it would be really hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, after everything they did to you, confirmation for you, I mean, when no one would help you, not even your own family. Yeah, through this wisdom, and this is a clarity, a healing, a high vibrational energy reading, a clarity reading. Okay. That's your clarity. Yeah, and I feel like you might have already caught these STDs. If it's the same energy I was picking up the other day. And you do need to go to the doctor. I'm not a doctor, and just get tested. You need to see your doctor right away. I'm not a doctor. Go see your doctor. And if it's something terminal, it doesn't show up for a few months, but I would get tested every 3 to 4 months if I were you. And that's just because of you weren't even paying attention to the stench. You just went for it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you ate Sally Rotten Crotch. You ate a burger that was sitting there for 8 days. You know what I'm saying? Without even being in the fridge. I'm just saying. That's how fucking nuts you are, dude. Okay, so just try not to be too nuts anymore. Try to just eat raw nuts like cashews and macadamia nuts, stuff like that. This gibbous moon energy of being very close to achieving your goals, and then you fuck them up. Looking up at the same moon as me. Yeah. Disseminating moon. So this is taking time to breathe out. You need to breathe. Inhale for 4 seconds. Ready? And then exhale for 5, or count to 4, and then count to 6 in your head and exhale. Ready? Breathe. Expect powerful change. Change. This is Scorpio energy of water. Something's gonna happen by the new moon eclipse. Expect a powerful change. Because if you're not gonna change yourself, the creator will, some way. Because you're his child. The answers that you need are coming, Gemini. What was I saying about Gemini? Answers you needed are coming and are there. But you just don't want to recognize it, not be down to earth. You're a taker. You're not a giver. Okay? And I feel like you use maybe one of your whatevers as a manipulation tactic, Gemini. So in South Node, definitely in South Node. Oh my gosh. Taurus energy, prosperity lies ahead. It's like, don't let your past hold you back. In the South Node, in Leo energy, being determined of being a better person than you were today than yesterday, because you can't control anybody's feelings, Gemini. Okay? This other person's hard work is going to be paying off in Capricorn energy of hard work and efforts, and you're going to miss out. You're going to miss out. Okay? Because of your adjustments that are required that you neglected in this quarter moon coming. As we are in the Libra moon of justice and truth, so truth's coming to the surface, lies becoming into truths. Believing in the impossible. You best believe in the impossible through this blue moon. Best believe. Because your commitment is being tested in this first quarter. What was I saying in Scorpio energy of water? Confirming. Okay, communication is key. You should know that. In this new moon in Gemini. Confirmation. I feel like you know that, but you feel like you're not going to say anything, because if you don't say anything, it's not a lie, but it is. It is. It really is, through these conclusions that reach within to others. Conclusions for others to decipher. Even, you know, you should give them that much. And the end of a tough cycle approaches through your ex in Capricorn energy. This Capricorn that is going, this energy of Capricorn, I feel this is a collective reading, so they could be any sign, but this energy, they're going to have so much abundance and wealth. You know, there's a time for healing, there's a time to work, there's a time to play, there's a time to speak, there's a time to be quiet. You gotta know, and a lady knows when to leave. So, I feel like you're definitely not with a lady. That is for sure. Yeah, by surrendering to the divine. Time for healing. I hope that helped, collective. Something by the balsamic moon, the full moon, the next full moon. You will see truth become into lies, or lies become into truth. Sorry, I'm very dyslexic. But truths are going to be surfacing. So lies are going to be blood to the surface. They're going to be revealed. Yes. And collective, if this is you, your ex is pregnant with a gal, a little baby gal. I feel like they're going through that it's really early right now. Maybe there's two. There's one that is a gal, and then there's one that they're going through the chromosome of what they're gonna be. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Anyways, I don't want to have to get in detail about that. Everybody should know that if you're an adult. So, Anyways, yeah, luck is on your side though in Sagittarius of optimism, just breath and this emanating moon. Okay, and just take a breath, and just realize what is and what is to come, collective. Leo energy. South Node. Like you're low pro. You don't let anything hold you back. You forgive, forget, and move, go forward. This Sigma energy. A new romantic cycle begins in the Libra moon, which is this night. So you could be going on a date tonight, and you could be actually with this person. Yeah, don't let pride get in your way, your ego, and this full moon. Don't have DBE, and that's big dick energy, okay? Please don't, because no one appreciates that. No woman does. I don't care how much they're going to try to appease you, because that's what we try to do, is we try to appease and please our men. But this DBE, don't, no. No, too old for that. I'm over it. I'm not 20-something anymore, okay? I'm 44. I don't know about you, but anyways, yeah, Leo energy. I'm feeling if you're planning on experimenting, that you shouldn't. Do not plan on experimenting at all. I feel like you could be rich. I feel like this is part of the Fibonacci sequence or the golden ratio. You're a painter, you're some kind of painter or artist or something, but the tallest is the golden ratio, 3.5. You can figure that out. You could paint any portrait by just looking at them. I feel like you're going round and round like the same mountain. You could be 52. And all that glitters isn't gold. Okay? If you want to reach the land of milk and honey through your higher power, that's worth going to the distance to reach this treasure island. It's worth going the distance. Sail! You know what I'm saying? You have the building blocks. You have the connections. You have these gifts. I feel like you also have a beautiful smile. And so it's like, clean up your act when it comes to the community, because you have a name that you need to maintain. And you can't be around people that are going to defamate or slander your name. That's for sure. Those are the fates. Those are the fates, my friend. Inventor, observer. Someone who observes, so someone who's a CEO, a CTO, sole proprietor, of their company. Yeah, maybe you're feeling like your intuitive side is not like for you, but it is. Don't be scared of it. It's not all hell and damnation. I use this to try to lead people to the Lord. As we're all imperfect and we're all in sin, it doesn't matter what we do. It's your intent behind what you do. Do you understand the difference? Sometimes people need to see or be entertained to come to having this relationship as an observer when you come to this edge. Okay, and when it comes to this Sagittarius moon of dreams in the moment, I feel you're a musician because Nat backwards is Pan. So maybe that's one of your dreams in the freaking here and now. Okay, so don't forget to take those breaths that we just did. It will lead you to this happiness. You make your own happiness in the here and now. Okay? You make your own happiness in the here and now. It's your choice through decisions that came up. Whether shit's going bad or good, you're the only one who has control of that. Remember that. My grandmother was a great example of that. Yeah. Let's do some tarot too with this. So yeah, definitely breathe when it comes to this. Oh my gosh, and what came out? What just came, oh my gosh, I didn't even see this on marriage. Look, this Leo energy, this determination of a Capricorn, okay, is gonna marry you. So breathe, and is gonna create happiness, okay? I feel is gonna marry you. It's a dream come true. This wheel of fucking fortune, this new life path, something of being a perfect 10, they try to do their best and they put their 100 in, and you deserve that collective. And this generosity, they're a very generous person. This Capricorn energy in the here and now. The star energy. Look, they are a fucking star, but they don't want to admit it. You know what I'm saying? They're human like everybody else. This person is humble in the Five of Pentacles. If anybody was humble, it's this Capricorn. And success, the world, being very successful and well-known. This person is a star. This person is Aquarius energy star. Of being optimism, and Leo of strength, of wealth, of the bridge. Wow. And also listening to your ancestors in this round around and being maybe an intuitive. Having the bridge, creating new bridges, creating new ways, new connections through this Pisces energy of being self-nurturing, this Pisces energy of a shy, this Pisces energy of super kind and compassionate, of Cancer, and you know, being a dreamer, empathetic, goes with Sagittarius, listening to your ancestors, daydreamer, confirming. Okay, this Page of Pentacles, which is also Hierophant energy. This is Hierophant energy, Hermit energy, and Aquarius energy of the star, and that's what I was saying. So if the star comes out, this Capricorn is a star. Okay, a protector. A protector. A freaking protector. The King of Wands, he is the most handsome man in the world. You're freaking lucky. This magician, dude. This shapeshifter, this person that has the ability to adapt or become a chameleon, this magician is this Capricorn. Possibly Sagittarius energy, but they're very handsome. I'm getting Capricorn, Sagittarius energies, and Pisces even. Things are going to be happening quickly. Okay? Very quickly. When it comes to this magician, when he finally makes up his mind and has the time. But as far as the Six of Swords, yeah, you're gonna get away from this bullshit. You were gonna get away from this bullshit. Air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, okay, of reverse Gemini. See this bridge? Daydreaming, okay, air energy. And then you have Pisces in the moon energy with the bridge, confirming you're building connections. Okay, you're building connections here. And that's beautiful. Yeah, you're not someone that's a controlling person. I don't know about your intent. but I think that it's more of a greedy intent than anything else. When it comes to an engagement or a proposal, with the passe energy, yeah, of an air sign. Yeah, an air sign that's just so sad. What was I saying about Gemini energy? The lovers being two-faced and lies coming to truth. And searching for a soulmate, but in this Five of Swords is like always bickering, emotional, because they don't want you to rise higher, because if you do, they have to grow. Okay? They are always on the pity pot. Like, I have the worst luck. When this passive energy put in all the work to make it happen for them, they fucked it all up. And made it happen for them. They fucked it all up. But, yeah, this, it's like this, I'm feeling Gemini energy of the Seven of Pentacles. See, I was trying to take all the pentacles out of the ground after they were just put in. So that's emotionally draining. And as far as always wanting to quarrel and being two-faced because of their lies, because lovers came in the upright and they are in lovers relationship with someone else, this did come like this. Okay, so having the worst luck. But I feel like you're going to have better luck, collective. When it comes to this two-faced Gemini of the lovers, okay, that maybe you thought was a soulmate, but you are looking for a soulmate connection. And I feel it came up like this too, so I'm putting it over here. This soulmate connection is your good luck. You're not gonna have to juggle shit no more, dude. Shit's not gonna be like juggling. Nobody's gonna be disrespecting you anymore. Okay, I'm just saying, collective. I'm just saying, you're not gonna be disrespected anymore. You're not gonna be talked shit to anymore. Once people know who your person is, they're gonna shut the fuck up. Yeah. I'm really feeling that, collective. I feel like they left you for someone trashy. But I feel like you would have, if they would have just showed a little more effort, it would just been a little effort. And it's the same thing. See, the grass ain't green on the other side. You know what's green? Where you water the fucking grass. And that's the truth. Justice of Libra of all truths. What was I just saying about the truth? And karma. What goes around comes around. What you reap is what you sow. However you put it, Dharma is a perspective. This Gemini. Okay, but this star energy of air energy of the magician that I was getting revealed itself as Libra energy of karma, and then new partnerships. Look, through a new partnership. And I feel with this Capricorn energy is what I got so far with this star. Or it could be with an Aquarius. Yeah. This is confirming all air energies, so it's definitely this new partnership is going to be two air energies, Libra and Aquarius over here. That's what I'm picking up. Or Capricorn, depends. But I feel like you could be in, like, some kind of angel of some sort. You know, yeah, through this, being able to decipher and see the truths from the lies. You already know, if only relying on God. Or having this dog mentality. However, but golden 3.5, golden ratio, synchronicity, the Natalis, right there. Okay. What goes around comes around. God's got your back. The Hierophant. This is like Hierophant Taurus energy of Earth energy. Okay, so it's like, yeah, what goes around comes around, dude. And that's just how it is. Like, treat other people's stuff the way you want your stuff to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Definitely. Let's see with the Oracle. TikTok, you don't stop. Yeah, you could have a TikTok. This King of Pentacles. This air energy. Again, confirming air energy. You blow to and fro. And woe. And woe. And do. And do. Be more like the stripes on the zebra, stable, like the Capricorn, and I think you'll win the Libra's heart. If you're not like the stripes on the zebra and you're like blowing like she is, like from here to there to everywhere, then I feel like it's not going to be too compatible. I feel like this Libra is more compatible with, look, 12. Synchronicity 1, 2, and 3, more compatible with the Capricorn. Soulmates with the Capricorn energy. Fucking soulmates. And this Capricorn is a star. Now this changes it up. They are soulmates. They are twin flames. I don't think they go by the book. They don't give a fuck about going by the book. Life is too damn short to go by the book. This person is a thinker. This person is a strategic person. They plan, and their plans are executed. And it's like no place like home. They want to create a home for you. They want to create like a loving, inspiring place for you to feel like you're at home, collective. Give me 1 second. So it's like, yes, they totally dig you. They totally, this Capricorn is the best choice. You have many choices, okay? Sigma energy, and I know I have a Sigma listening to me, other Leo energies, and or Cancer energy, and or Scorpio energy. Anyways, you know, this person, I was gonna say, yeah, this person, okay, wants to give you a home, makes you feel like you're at home and everything. Like, don't lose yourself. Like, don't stop your channel. Don't stop doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop that just because you're involved with someone. You know what I mean? Don't let them be your. That's like. That's the same thing as like idol. You know what I'm saying? If you're putting someone before God, anything that goes before God is a sin. And no matter what we do, we are born in sin and we are sin, no matter what we do. So you might as well use what is bad and turn it into good, right? That's my perspective. I don't know how you guys think about it, but that's my perspective. And years of public relations, you know, I've learned one key factor. There are consumers that test your stance. There's consumers that will go with it, and then there's consumers that will give you a hard time. So there's takers and givers in the world, basically. Be a giver. You get much more out of giving than you do taking. I'm telling you right now. And that's with anybody, pretty much. Mm-hmm. And that is with anybody. As you get more with honey than you do vinegar, that's where that comes from. My grandma taught me that. I know your mama taught you that. Whose mama didn't? You know what I'm saying? You want the best for your kids. You don't want them to have to go through what you went through, collective. Which wasn't very great. And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. But it's like, look, just because of what happened to me when I was existent, you know, it doesn't mean that I had to grow up and be a douchebag completely. You know, like, I'm not where I want to be right now, but it's because of decisions I made because I did the right thing. It's not because, you know, business people will say, well, they're like the crab in the bucket. They'll pull the other one down and get up on top. So it's like, I'm not competing. I feel like you're not competing. You're your own person. If they like it, they like it. If you don't, they don't. And when I was a business owner, I came to this realization that it's hard to be for everyone and be a business owner because they expect this or that, or you want to hook them up, you know, freebies and all this stuff. That didn't help, you know. But at least I helped. I don't know. I had 3 months to my SBA loan, and it would have been different. But it is what it is. And you can't let it eat you up, and you can't reminisce in the bad things. Only in the good things. Through your loved ones. Confirmation. Memory. Through their memory, collective. A man only dies when they are forgotten. And that was, I believe, words by Chris Cornell. Vicky, I feel like there's a Vicky on here. Or Victor. Yeah. I do. Let's see what more. Be the calm in the eye of the storm. You're left in the dark. You're like a night person, a moon child. Oh my gosh, how it came out with this 7. Air, definitely double air energy confirming the star Aquarius and Libra energy. Look, because this is not just the 7 of swords. Okay. Of someone trying to get away with what is yours, but then leaving you in the dark about it. It could have been someone you worked with on a project. Look how cool that is, right? Yeah, it could have been someone that you worked with on a project that left you up in the cold. But I feel this Aquarius energy is going to come by, and this, whatever this person or is trying to take what is yours, so stay clear of the Aquarius for now. Stay clear of the Aquarius for now. Okay, doesn't mean that you're not a star, but just be careful. Okay, because right here already there's shit talk. I mean, this is 15 swords. You know what I'm saying? Not only someone trying to get away with what's yours, but then leaving you in the dark about it and not even asking your permission. Okay, 7, 8 being of synchronicity. This is 15 swords right here. This is like double slander, double defamation. People really fucking with you. People are gonna try to test you, and they're gonna be wrong at it. They're gonna fuck up and do. They're gonna be wrong. Yes, through being humble, and you've been humble through this. This regeneration of this bullshit. You have been humble through this. Okay? You've definitely been humble through this and the here and the now when it comes to this hardship. And then trying to find your way in a new life and a new perspective and keeping it peaceful when it comes to finding, no place like home. Yeah. I feel like you work alone, you're not a co-creator, or you don't want to work with someone else, like you're afraid to work with somebody else. I feel like you're afraid to work with somebody else because of past experiences, but you can't judge everybody on one person's actions. You know what I mean? You can't. Like, it's not fair. How's that fair to anyone? Um, it's not. Can you hear me well, you guys? Maybe you need to see my eyes. Despise the lies. This page of wands. This is passion turned into going with the flow. So something you're very excited about, you're just going with the flow now. I feel like it's this dreamer, this dream, that someone tried to ruin for you by this slander and defamation character. Yes, Sagittarius of Labyrinth. What do you mean labyrinth? What labyrinth? Labyrinth of what? You know what I'm saying? You don't have to wait for a damn thing. All you have to do is make a phone call. All people have to do is call you. People should be grateful that you're in their life and that they're dealing with you. You know? Is it possible? Or is it as useless as tits on a boar hog? You know what I'm saying? Do you really believe pigs can fly? Maybe you need to be evaluated. In this Four of Pentacles, at least you're grateful. Grateful when it comes to the universe. The universe. But look, are you really? Because of your ego. You have ego here. Ego issues. DBE energy is what I'm getting, whether you're female or male. DBE. When it comes to this page of chalices, this musician, this composer, okay, this entertainer, proving that you are the star. Entertainer, composer, you're definitely a musician, especially when it comes to the star. The Ten of Chalices, look, I feel like it's rough at first, okay, but this, you're gonna have honest, loyal, faithful, happy life and a beautiful garden because of who you are. Inside and out. Inside is real beauty, and that's the whole package, that they have it inside and out. And you are looking away from certain truths at the moment because I feel like you really feel for this person and you can't get to them. And so you're a private person, but you're a private, like, person that's a celibate, celebrating, celebrity, private person that doesn't really care about being private. They're gonna if they really want, they're gonna let the world know that you're theirs. That's what this is saying. They're gonna let the world know that you're theirs. This King of freaking Cups, that's unhappy right now because of the shit that's been going on in his life. But he's really a nice guy. What was I saying in the Emperor? And the Emperor energy. Okay, of Aries, Emperor energy. Of the Four of Wands, Emperor energy. Of the Four of Wands. And this is immature Emperor. Yeah. That's how it came. I feel like you have a lot of knickknacks. In this Emperor energy, you're taking advantage, or you did take advantage of an air energy. with your power. And that wasn't right when it came to this high priestess. Okay, these past lives of scorpionic energy of water. When it came to this high priestess, see the reflection there? She doesn't change. She's very beautiful as well. People envy and are jealous of her that this past lives things, it's like no change. She doesn't change. This person is founded. This person is this high priestess energy that I believe was reincarnated, or because they have yet to learn a karmic lesson, has the key to your lock. Koi energy. Okay, a feminine. Sigma energy. And then when you really needed people, they weren't there for you. Like they should have been. In passion, they took advantage in the past here, but your future contains this growth of growing a beautiful garden of all these lotuses over here in the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, and the Ten of Chalices, which is more than Pentacles. It's fulfillment. It's, did it say Ace? Oh yeah, it is the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, you're gonna be sharing this Ace of Pentacles and growth with this other person. You guys are gonna hone each other like iron sharpens iron. So too shall we sharpen another. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. I feel you're a lover. Yeah, not a fighter. You're a lover. This King of Swords. However, you are being super DBE right now, and it's totally a turnoff. So don't be DBE. Don't get lost in the maze. You know, in this passion of Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy, okay, that resonates more with the water, like fast. Things are going to be starting here and now. This is your future. Okay, past, present, future. Things are going to happen super fast. One star comes into your life. People are calling him a fool, and so he keeps procrastinating. Scorpionic energy, I believe. Yeah, water energy. Resonating with the water. What was I saying? Yeah. Maybe they look at him as a fool. But really, he doesn't want to deal with all the bullshit. What was I saying about the Hierophant energy? Tradition. Something's being unorthodox. Maybe you play guitar left-handed, or an instrument left-handed, but you're still the phoenix that came out of all this bullshit, and that is what makes you a star. That's what makes you a real star, is the bullshit you've been through and survived, and people don't realize that. They think it's all gravy. Oh, they're just a star, or whatever. No, this star has been through so much shit to get to a star, to be a star that they didn't even want to be, by being of significance. Through this intuitive power of the Empress, not even being eco-friendly. I feel like they were before, but now they're not. They're not being eco-friendly, and I feel more of this Hierophant Emperor energy. They envy the Empress and their intuition. They don't share this person. This person doesn't believe in the cosmic tree, but that is a Virgo energy. That is in this not alone. They feel alone, but they're not alone. They're not alone ever. They're like, need to be alone to get self-enlightenment. Yeah. Again, the King of Chalices. Someone that is usually the calm in the storm is upset. Because of all this slander. Slander to what? To who? The Queen of Wands, the most beautiful woman in the deck. Yeah, taking advantage of that. The romantic, she could be a Libra lover. You know, went through all this bullshit just to get to where she's at. Exactly. The mystic, the lover, the Queen of Wands. Okay. And this Nine of Trees. Okay. This is like honest, but being dependent on someone or something, and you have yet to be independent. I feel like you lost stuff and you're starting over again, and that's what's really freaking bumming you out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what's really bumming me out. I don't blame you. Happiness. Happiness is what you seek. Look at this. Oh my god. This is crazy. Happiness is what you seek. Okay? But you have to understand this. In all truths, that being a business person and a star, like a real famous maintaining star, takes a lot of sacrifice that you did not do. Okay, and this is in reverse, the Hangman in reverse. This is turning those damn lemons into lemonade. What was I saying earlier? Okay. What was I saying earlier, Earth energy? I mean, air energy, sorry. Yes, this yin. I feel this masculine, yes, can relate to this yin. Yin. And they're a person that doesn't know why they do what they do because everything happens so fast. But your counterpart does. Your partner wants to know this divine feminine. This could be a 2 too. And wants to know why exactly. Why they do what they do. And that's what makes them a teachers because they're first a student. Something unfinished that is finishing up, or something that is finished but needs money to proceed with. Having a leg up by maybe getting to where you are to this day. When it comes to no place like home. Yes, collective. Yes. A lady knows when it's time to go. It's like, I feel like you're losing a loved one, and I'm sorry, my condolences. A grandmother, a mother, I know what that's like. But I'm getting this, like, masculine energy in their 50s, not being too poised anymore. You could have been, you could be 48 or born in 84, but I feel like you are in between two worlds right now. You're transitioning. Okay, you are in between two worlds right now. A 3 of significance. Look, turning the bad into good. Being fair in justice. This is the Libra card of justice. With Yang. So I feel like, look, Yin and Yang came both in reverse. So it's like, yeah, there is this balance. But I feel the roles are reversed, kind of, in some kind of way. Serendipitous. Serendipitous. Separate creations. Okay. Yeah, separate creations. You're not co-creating. You work alone. You might have reached a fork in the road. Like, where you had to make a decision and keep procrastinating over some never-ending story. Lucky number 37, 73, 3, or 7, 17, 13. Yeah, when it comes to this person having a loyal heart. This person does not have a loyal heart. Truth be told, they keep lying to you. They keep lying to you. Yeah. And I feel like they're hiding behind a church or something, blessed or something, to keep you off their ass and keep this chaos from happening by being flexible. There's always a never-ending story when it comes to pity me with them, person, collective. Okay, look, honesty always comes out in the end. They're turning honesty into lies right now, but in the end, the message in the bottle remains the same. So be careful what you do and what you say, because it all comes back in another way. Yes, this Three of Lotus is celebrity. That's the end result, celebrity. Freaking rising star. It's meant to be whether you want it or not. Okay. It's by the divine. You've got the curse. And so in Deuteronomy it says he will turn, I think 23 is like, you would turn the curse into a blessing. Celebrating the significance of it, therefore, from this idea, not just this idea, but of nurturing energy. Nurturing energy and nurturing it. Celebrating it, yeah. Person that's protected. Air energy, air earth energy. This person who isn't afraid of you anymore. Ain't afraid to speak up anymore. Yeah, they turn on themselves. See this passion? They're so hot. They turn on themselves. It's like when it comes to this greed, because they're greedy. Because they're greedy, collective. Basically. Anyways, that's what I have for you on the Tarot Oracle mix here. Yeah. Beware. It's better to be alone than to be, and be fair than to, I mean, why, women cost money anyways. It's like, if you can afford another woman, then what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Strategically thinking. This feminine. Okay, yeah. This infinite paths of happiness, no matter what. You don't know what it took to make lemons into lemonade. I don't even think you know how to make lemonade. I don't even know if you know what lemon looks like from an orange. Not, you know, like, your person, collective. Your person is like, duh. Hello, duh. Libra energy. Don't worry. We pray for those that are against us, and we, because God's vengeance has no mercy, and we thank you for the ones that are for us, because karmics. God's vengeance has no mercy, and this is what this means. This karmic. You are humble, collective. You are. This is rad how this came out, huh? But this is bad. It's like, this is how successful you're gonna be, and you can tell, I'll show you this way. This is how successful you're gonna be. Okay? You gotta be calm, like in the calm of the storm. But this is how successful you gotta be. 15 swords, people gotta try to take what you got and then slander your name over it, leaving you in the dark about bullshit, not telling you what's going on with, you know, or not replying, or just being a total douche. It's like there's no reason to be. No. You know, what is right, and what is wrong. Especially when it comes to this fortune, because this Libra, obviously, I feel like is going to have this fortune through this life map. As you can see, the Wheel of Fortune there. Okay. And intuitive as well. And be very successful, and everybody around her will be blessed. But you want to test that theory, and you're not going to get away with it. I promise. Yeah, you won't. You think you are, but you won't. They all do. No one thinks they're going to get caught till they get caught, right? And doing the wrong things. That's why you never do the freaking wrong things, people. I mean, come on, let's illuminate. Illuminate on that shit. Illuminate. Please. Just on that idea. Okay? I'm just saying. Yeah. And those that are wondering, I am disabled, but this is like, it hurts as it is, but it's therapeutic, but I get to help people and do my therapy at the same time, so it's kind of cool. Yes, this rise in power, water, energy, this lotus is like celebrating this, celebrating, together. That's how I feel, collective. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing. Yeah. I can't even shuffle a full deck. I gotta break them down. See that shit? That's pretty fucking sad. And those are cards. Who's gonna pay for that? I have to live like that with permanent nerve damage for the rest of my life. When it comes to being generous, I was very generous. And I feel you were too, collective. I'm gonna leave her right there for now. Yes. Just like, what? Yeah, you're very humble. This feminine sigma. Welcome, my females. Thank you for joining. I love you all too. You guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. I appreciate your subscription. Please subscribe, like, and share. Help me get to 1,000 there so I can monetize and realize that I'm making money for me and my honey. Just doing my thing, no chicken wing. Just wanna sing and have a ring. The one I want on my finger. Don't linger. Let's just do this. Let's do this. Let's go through it and do this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing. I ain't masturbating. I'm just trying to relate to you and what you have to say. Another day, another dollar, another holla. What's up, Jack? Jack Black from the stacks of money. Honey, must be nice to rejoice in your celebrity voice. Thank you for my freestyle. Hoist. Anyways, means rise, hoisting. Anyways, let me get that like a minute, you guys, because this is fucking, okay, for a second. I do have other Oracle deck, and I do want to go over angel numbers with you. Please put in the comments what angel numbers you've been seeing. I've been seeing 222, 333, and even 444, or like 123, or like, you know, like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or something, like in synchronicities. So, collective, put in the comments what numbers you've been seeing. I'm gonna use the restroom, right? It's all that coffee. I told you it was gonna be a long live today, y'all. Confirmation. I'm gonna do as long as I can. at least I'm helping people, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So please help me get to 1,000 subscribers and monetize this channel. Because we're all superstars. We're all born with intuition, with a knowing, with that knowing. We're all born with that knowing. Just keep that in mind. Will you sponsor me, Monster? Monster Zero, you guys. Yup. I'm telling you, even if you're not, like, you don't have to have, like, you can have sugar and stuff, like, I would go to that just because you would feel better. And if you stay away from red meat, you're not going to get, like, those, you won't be so bloated, like, because it stays in your gut with it for 3 days. It takes it to digest. But, remember, your stomach is as small as your fist, and you don't need a lot to eat, like, really. Snacking here and there, unhealthy, natural sugars, as of oranges, confirmation, tangerines, and stuff like that. I mean, that's the way to do it. So, just remember, it's all the fattening stuff that's good. I know, but you can't help it. But anyways, I hope that old tarot earth oracle helps. We're gonna do some more, like, what time is it? It's only 9:30, right? No, I'm sorry. It's almost 1. Wow. Okay, so it's almost 1. Cool. I think I'm gonna try to do a late night live later tonight. But if I can't do a late night live tonight, and Saturday night for sure, and then Sunday before the Super Bowl, for sure, I'm gonna try. So, at least I'll put up a post. So, know that. I just feel like you felt lost. You feel lost. I know that feeling. Don't be feeling lost. Like, you deserve the best. You really do. Because I feel like you've done your best. And I feel like your rewards are going to pay off here soon. It's just a matter of waiting, and you keep waiting and praying and hesitating, relating, decimating, and disintegrating. Where you're at, stat, hurry, rat, tat, tat, get on it. Let's do this. Let's chew this. Get her done. Underneath the sun. Happy ways. Another days. Ways to please. Work hard. Play hard. Don't be hard. Or be hard. But not a dick. No one wants BDE. Huh. Smoke some tree. People say bunny don't grow off plants, but I beg to differ, because they do. Okay? Money grows off trees. These trees, you best believe. Green, chronic. Because the pain, make you sane. So, I love y'all. I really do appreciate you guys. If I haven't told you, or anybody's not told you that they have appreciated you today, I am here to tell you that I appreciate you. And I am grateful for you. And you are beautiful, collective, inside and out. Beautiful. So do not forget that. And thank you for keeping the live respectful towards others. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. For keeping alive, respectful towards others. How Hi, guys. Can you see me a little better? I can't sit very long. I can't. Like, my back, I have back issues, but, anyways, what else do I got for you today's? So, angel numbers, anybody? 444. Let's do it then. Let's see 444. If you've been seeing 444 or 555, let me go off 555. I'm feeling more 555 for some reason. I don't know. I've seen both. Myself, personally, I've seen 555. I feel like I'm channeling that through you. As great minds think alike. 555. Major change. Okay, happy songs. Get your mindset right. This is all about mindset and turning it from pessimistic to optimistic. You know what I mean? Being in right alignment with who you know you are in the first house of self-love, self-care, and readjusting your life to making it get there if it's not already. You know your heart's desires. You know where it's going to lead you. And you just got to do the right thing when there's no one looking. That's the secret, really, in planting a good harvest. But don't change your humility after you get what you want. When you become a star, don't let it change your humility. Remain humble, because that humility got you to be a star. So don't lose that. And that's the most important factor, I feel. Let's look at 50. Or even 500. It is worth the risk. Your angels, you're not listening to, or maybe you are not the way you should when it comes to losing patience, Sagittarius. In unchanging situations, like decisions made on a whim, spontaneous decisions came up in the other oracle of making choices today. It's like you don't have to do that, so don't worry about it. Give yourself time, to ponder on what you think you should do next. Even if it's a dissatisfaction for another, you need to do what you feel you need to do, and as the right thing. Not just what comes to the surface, but what is down deep in your soul. And playing these patterns in your past life is not helping you, so don't. Let's go to 50. Loving a mindset. What was I talking about? Changing your mindset, right? Prioritizing all love as coming together as one humanity, one race. Your angels are asking you this, to listen to them, your ancestors. Making positive changes in your life to create accomplishments and goals unfulfilled. So it's like, don't pay attention to this romantic fiasco that channeled into you. I think you need to just meditate in yourself and focus on your own health and your own heart chakra of what is right and what is wrong, and repeat this mantra with me. I am of love. I am of love. I am of love. I am of love. As many times as you have to say it to make it happen. Going to number 5 of growth. Well, we're talking about the seed, right? And this growth, someone could be pregnant about 12 weeks in this. And this person could add many abortions. But I feel like this other person on here, the same during your transformation. Remain humble. I feel like you are in this vibe of growth of this how just because the world around you shifts and moves, you're gonna remain humble. Inevitably, peace comes from stability. You know, outside of you, not just in you, but outside in the people that support you and feed you with positive things and positive thoughts. And it's your foundation that you found within. So it's a priority when it comes to your inner peace and your serenity and your time alone. Maybe when it comes to practice, but especially when change comes, you have to focus in remaining the same humble person. By meditation, I feel like you do this through visualization and through music on a daily. It's your inner peace, and it's firmly by favor of the universe, the divine, God, politicians, people. You have the favor of everything and everybody. Don't think you don't in this growth. Okay, collective? Um, and if there's an angel number you want me to look up, just add it in the comments below. Okay, so let's look more into this. Angel answers. I'm going to keep these out because I feel like I'm going to come back to them in a little bit. But this is what I'm going to do before. I'm going to get another one of these decks too as a giveaway. And the more subscribers I get, I could do giveaways, personal readings, pick words, stuff like that. And look what came out, perfect timing. So if you're wondering about the timing, it's got to be within its perfect timing. Yeah. So let's see what the angels have to say. Communicate clearly. Person of communication, maybe of teal, aqua, or turquoise. Maybe you are wearing a lot of this or attracted to turquoise a lot lately. For communication, it's just, you know, what else, angels? Meditate. Meditation brings answers. What was I saying about hermit energy and reflecting in the 11th house? And being by self. Because when you're with self, who's going to create you trouble? You know what I'm saying? Romance will. And that's the sad thing. That is a sad thing. I'm not going to even put it out there. Maybe I should. I don't even want to, but I will. Anyways, a yes and no question, collective. A yes and no question. As far as this romance, I feel like if you can communicate clearly with this other person, why couldn't you do that with your ex? And they're kind of wondering that too. By choosing a different direction when you're with them in romance. Yes or no question, collective. How are you guys doing? Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing. I love all you guys. Reconsider. Reconsider the question. You're not being clear on the question when it comes to this romance. Just be blunt with it. Ready? There's something better. There's something better. Okay. So, what is better? A yes or no question. Make sure it's clear. Definite yes. Definite, yeah. A definite yes. This is like congratulations. Definite yes. Yes. There's something better. Okay, so when the timing of this, yes, collective, for the collective divine. When is the timing for this? Hi, you guys. How you guys doing? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for joining the channel. I'm going to try to do another late night live. I think I've got it. Wait. Wait. Just wait. When it comes to this, yes. By taking action. And then the unicorn being of the messenger. Wait. So that's on the divine timing. So let's see what they have to say. The angels on waiting. What are we waiting for and taking action? You have to see the sign first. Looking for a sign. You've been looking for a sign. What else for the collective? As far as it's waiting and taking action and then looking for a sign. Situation will improve, but it takes 2 at 100. So you have to love yourself if you want it to work. Okay. The situation will improve when? When will the situation improve? Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Again, perfect timing. That's when it will improve. In God's divine timing in the near future. Okay. The near future. Is the near future within weeks? It says yes. But it also says, sorry. It says, and don't stop doing what you're doing as far as self-care. And then it tells me to draw another card. So, draw a card. So let's see what this yes is about. This yes. Helpful people. Maybe you're social butterfly, but if you can't help yourself, you can't help anybody else. So, I don't know what you're thinking. What else for the collective? Let go. Let go of whoever it is you're with. It's the inevitable anyways. It's just gonna cause you a place you don't want to be. For some reason, I feel like. You're remaining positive, but you do have to let go of this person. I feel like you made it a habit, like your drink or your bottle or something. Remain positive. What else, angels? Be assertive. Yeah, you're too, like, angry, alajado. Like, don't be that way. You gotta remain positive. You gotta be assertive. You gotta be able to let go of the past to move on to the future. What about this helpful people and letting go, Spirit? Ask for help from others. Maybe someone asked you for help from others or from you, but you're the one who needs to ask for help from others. You can't afford to take care of someone else. Obviously. That's where you're going wrong. Let's see. Is this person ever gonna let go? No. I believe that's unlikely. No. So, this you're never going to let go to the past, then you're never going to have your full desires. Ever. Tell us more about this, angels, about this no. Not letting go of the past. Because they don't really know the truth. That's why they don't have a clear understanding. Because their own tainted decisions. You know, it's everybody puts themselves where they are from their own actions. That's what people don't get. Recovery. You need recovery. That's why it's unlikely in a no. Alright, again, what does the angels have to say? A compromise. Maybe there was a compromise and it didn't work. What about this compromise and this recovery? Spirit, no need to worry. No need to worry. Opportunity. You're passing opportunity, or there's an opportunity for you to go to recovery and focus in on yourself in a compromise of not needing to worry about what you're going to eat, where you're going to be, this and that. If you just go to recovery, you'll receive a check. Big happy changes. Yeah. When you could take care of yourself is when you can take care of another. Is there a time frame for this? Big happy changes, divine. A year from now, you'll win if you go through the stages. A year from now, these big happy changes. This is not the right time. An opportunity. Even though you think you're ready, in the moment you're not. You're not ready. Within the next few months, maybe. Or within the next few weeks. I feel like you're going to be doing this recovery. Let's see what else the angels have to say. Ask your angels. Your ancestors, what was I telling you? Ask your ancestors. If you don't believe me, ask your ancestors. Improving health. Look, in your future, improving health. I feel like you're going to do this recovery thing. And your health is going to improve if you believe. If you believe in yourself and love yourself enough and your child enough. Through forgiveness. Don't let forgiveness get the best of you. Or not forgiving get the best of you. Everybody makes mistakes. You got to let it go and move on. And I feel like through this recovery, you're going to do this forgiveness and build a trust. Also, not only that, this abundance is going to come your way because you're actually doing the right thing. You got to listen to your intuition, even though you've got to fight your carnality. And it'll be a success. You'll have these opportunities. I feel like you need to get more information when it comes to this recovery place. And peaceful resolutions with whoever you're at, wherever you're at. It'll be a success, a peaceful resolution. It's up to you. Again, you can change your future. It's up to you what you decide by your shitty decisions or your good decisions. Remember that. You could change your future. It's never too late. It's never too late. Never, ever. Okay? Just remember that, collective. Especially if you have children, you don't want them to remember you anything good. You know what I'm saying? You really don't. And, through these opportunities, It's like it shouldn't even be a compromise when it comes to recovery. You know, you shouldn't even be saying no at all. Unlikely to say no. Because of whatever person you're with is bad for you. Seriously. You have to remain positive. I feel like either you knock someone up, you got STDs, yeah, you really did fuck up. I feel like you called someone and said you fucked up or something, and that was your way of telling them. Yeah, yes, yes. And remember, meditation brings answers, but communication is key to a harmonious relationship in the 7th house. In the 3rd. Okay, a family. Remember that collective. Yeah, craziness, huh? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oops. I'm gonna pop out this little deck too. I love this art deck. My favorite artist is Cyril Machado. Anyways, and the first card that came out was time. So this is telling me divine timing. Divine timing 37. Let's think about that for a minute. Really reflect in it. Divine timing when it comes to this Taurus Libra energy. This really good looking King of Wands. Okay. This really good looking King of Wands. I feel like they're together. Yeah, these two men are together. As you can see, they're facing each other. Hi, welcome, welcome. Perfect timing when it comes to meeting. Your counterpart, confirmation. And then you guys live in the mountains. 12, 21. I'm not sure. But you're not really into spirituality. You're more intuitive. And it's this person that lives in a labyrinth of stuff, or a maze of stuff. I feel like their wishes are going to come true here. No, they don't have the key. I feel like they like to gamble, but they listen to their ancestors. Being very rich as it is, or having an inheritance of infinite love. Look, royalty. Your name could start with J. But you were masculine adults, a superstar, a person that has this love, a love for men, masculine energy for a love for men. I feel like this reverse female, sexy female, I feel like they work with her, but they work with her. You know what I'm saying? Masculine energy, not into females at all. And not in that way, anyways. And knowing the truth about themselves and being out of the closet about it in Pisces energy of wealth, over nurture and like super nurturing. Yeah, yeah. You've been with this lover for a long time. We don't even have to look any closer into your wealth because a lot of people know who you are and you're in tune with your chakras. Yeah, too. It's just you and him. And I feel like you're not grieving any loss or haven't had to grieve a loss of a loved one yet. But you do kind of wear a mask. Or it could be two-faced at times. Could be a Gemini. Could be a Gemini that the community knows about. In your 50s, maybe you guys are married, these men. I feel like you guys are like married, that the community thinks you're married anyways. 40s, 50s. Someone of security, wealth, and wisdom. Someone who might live in Mojave somewhere in the US. Okay. Someone that you broke up with. You met at a party. It was supposed to be a new beginning. And now you just write online. This person that's very wealthy and very secure, confirming secure and humble. Okay, when it comes to their security, being the light after the storm. And really, I think one of these men, the sexier man, is more like, you know, bi, like, who cares what their orientation is anyways, but is into this woman, okay, in her 40s, yeah. Or maybe this man, okay, so we have two different situations. We have the man on man, but then we have this man that is into this other man, but this other man is into this woman. A foxy woman. A loyal woman. Of true love. That has an admirer. A mother figure. Someone that makes happiness what it is. Someone who doesn't have a house but longs for a house in the future, though. Through an angel. Angel number 1114. 3. Insecurity, and then reaping your harvest. What was I telling you? 13, 10, 3. Definitely. Definitely. Wait, tell us more about this. Where is she? Okay, so tell us more about this and this. Okay, so this star is this guy that is into this woman now, and they're gonna reap a harvest together. Being the best at what they do, both of them. Yes, Pisces energy, Moonchild, knowing, having the gift of intuition, this woman, and this man. Venus, Taurus energy. Okay, I feel two. Yeah. Marquis. Queen. It's like there can only be one queen in the house, darling. When it comes to this, making wishes, you know, and then having the luck of 4-leaf. Being Irish, maybe in descent, of wealth in harvest through inheritance, and now love between these two, of royalty in this wealth, and infinite of royalty. I hope you guys can hear me well. Oh, okay. Gift cards. I don't know. No, I don't accept any gift cards. If you want to make a donation, you could go to the description box. It's on my profile at the in the description box at the bottom of the app, or at the bottom of the description box, and that's my Cash App. And then if you just look at my profile, you should be able to tap on my Cash App tag if you want to make a donation. But I don't do gift cards. I don't accept them. I don't do them. I don't go that way. I'm sorry. I apologize. But yeah, no. I've learned my lesson. It happens to me once, and that's it. I learned my lesson. Forget it. Forget the rest. Yeah, this person that lives in the mountains, 8 could be your lucky number. You could wear a size 8 ring when it comes to this love. Okay. And now we have a different situationship. The star energy, Aquarius male. Yeah. But they gamble. I feel like angel number 11, they've had their back. Angels, their ancestors, have had their back. Humble and secure. Humble and secure. Maybe, as I said, looks are only like skin deep. Its beauty is within. So it's really about the beauty within. If you have to choose the guy that doesn't really look so great, is not as sexy, he's more beautiful inside, I would go with the guy that was more beautiful inside and more generous and giving and caring and nurturing than the hot guy. I'm just saying. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? 5%? This is crazy. Alright, so I just want to say all this stuff is going to happen around this deck. I'm going to be back. I got to charge my phone. And I got to do some dishes and stuff. And then, I will see you guys later. Remember, cut your straws. Floating straws at Timeless Messages 1111. Thank you guys for joining me today. I love you all, and I wish the best for all of you. I'm going to try to get another live in because this wasn't supposed to end yet, but I'm going to do probably another live. Let my phone charge and do some stuff and then come back before. So, I'm clocking 3:15:37 on the timer. So, ask one question, collective, yes and no. Show me yes, Angeline. Thank you. Can you show me no? Thank you. Yes or no? Ready? Yes. Yes is the answer to your question, collective. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing. Thank you for donations. If you left donations, if you didn't leave donations, please subscribe and show your support and like and share, and that's how you can do that. Okay? And thank you so much. I really appreciate all you guys. You guys have been great. I will see you on the next round. Okay? And that's a message.